What up, Alpha Team? It's DJ AlphaTyler back again with another reaction. Y'all know what it is. We coming at this one right now, a few days late, but we here for it, and that's what counts. And so we jumping straight into the reaction. We're checking out Hi-Rez and Jimmy Levy with This Is a War. If you guys don't know, this thing is sitting at the top of the iTunes charts right now. Also, shout out to my man Mises, because at the time I'm recording this, he is number 8 behind him. Come on now. America is waking up, showing up for freedom, and it's fantastic. I've heard some things about this song. I've heard the clip from the beginning of the chorus before I could mute it on Instagram, but I have not listened to it yet. I am super pumped about what we're getting into, so I'm ready to check it out. But before I do, I got a couple of things to say. Number one, if you guys haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below to join the Alpha Team. Don't forget to ding that notification bell to get on the notification squad so you can always know when I got some new content dropping. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoy the reaction. Get down in the description, head over, check out the original music video if you haven't done that already, and like, share, and subscribe over there while you're in the description as well. All kinds of ways you can support this channel. Get at it, and let's get at this track. Without further ado, This Is a War by Hi-Rez, Jimmy Levy. Let's get it.
This is a war on religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war on tradition.
Man, Jimmy's got such a great voice too. Had the pleasure of meeting Hi-Rez and Jimmy in Orlando at the Freedom Fest, and you know, when that night was actually the first time that I heard Jimmy sing, and just dude's voice is fantastic. If you guys don't know, he was on American Idol before, but I mean, my guy is just strong with it, man. Shout out to Jimmy.
This is a war on religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war. This is a war.
I like that they give you the cure with the sickness. I mean, we talking about how, hey, we being spoon-fed both sides of it, okay? You getting the sickness given to you so that you have a reason to depend on someone for the cure, okay? We talking about this is a war on religion. This is a war on the children. This is a war against us, man. This is a war coming at us. It's a war for control.
With the sickness.
I already know what we getting into. Hey, and that right there, that speaks to that line that we called out. If you are healthy, they lose money, man. We're getting into that.
This is a war. This is a war.
This is a war that we living through. Never reveal to you that they also leaving killing you. They don't tell you what the hell you agreeing to. She been hurting you, don't know who leading you. Keep on proceeding.
Man, I like that. I like Rez coming on this fast rap too. Rez, slow down a little bit, man. We gotta be catching some of this. But he talking about they want you to be a sheep. They want you to follow and everything. Y'all know Rez all about that. Look at his shirt. Ain't no sheep in his flock. Or ain't no sheep in his circle. My bad. It ain't a flock because there ain't no sheep in it. Let's go.
Reveal to you that they also leaving killing you. They don't tell you what the hell you agreeing to. She been hurting you, don't know who leading you. Keep on proceeding to follow. Your mind is so hollow. Are you being coddled by government swallowing up everything that the media tell you without a question or a problem?
Hey, I like that too. We talking about you following the government right there. You just swallowing everything the media is giving you. Man, that leads to so much division in our country, whether we're talking about race, whether we're talking about politics, whether we're talking about religion, whether we're talking about, you know, all this stuff right here that they're talking about. Come on.
The sheep being slaughtered, they poison the water, removing the father, ain't trusting these daughters, ignoring blue collar, keep printing the dollar and watch.
Wait, what that sign say, man? I keep wanting to read all these: freedom over fear, pure world order. Okay.
All of the sheep being slaughtered, they poison the water, removing the father, ain't trusting these daughters.
You talking about the water being poisoned and everything with fluoride in the water, I'm guessing. Shouldn't have to get to keep my job, freedom of choice. Y'all, I'm wondering if they chose to edit this video to like blur some of this out of the video because of YouTube, or if it was forced on them.
Ignoring blue collar, keep printing the dollar and watching your sons and your daughters ain't got any honor. If I'm being honest, I just ain't picking this side, but I'm gonna ride for my freedom and die for my freedom and question the government lies. A lot on my.
Hey, I like that too, man, because I know I was talking to Rez a little bit about like the government and everything, and we were both talking about kind of standing on that libertarian line, man. It ain't about right and left. It shouldn't be about that. If we talking about limit that government, man, get the government out of my business. Let me live my life. You live your life. I don't want to regulate what you can and can't do. I just want to be left alone to live my peace. You know what I'm saying?
Mine is so little time, gotta think all of us needing a sign. The devil he hides an ego and pride. They selling, they paying the price. God won't give you more than you can handle. Government should be dismantled. Every politician got a scandal. Prepare for the war. We going to battle.
This is a war.
Hey, that's right, man. We talking about, hey, we have got to stop the government from coming in, taking over our rights, taking over our lane, taking over our territory, you know, taking our freedom, our autonomy out of the picture. We don't want to be submitting to government, y'all. I'm saying we have got to stand for our freedom today if we want to have it tomorrow, if we want our children to enjoy it. Come on.
On religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war on tradition. This is a war on religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure.
Such a good hook too. If God gives me free will, why can't the government? See, I love this too, because a lot of people aren't seeing, like a lot of people want to really dig in. I'm not saying there shouldn't be a vaccine. I'm not saying that people shouldn't take the vaccine, shouldn't have access to the vaccine. I'm just saying you should have the choice. I don't want to see a government that mandates, that demands, that gives us a stipulation. You have to do this or. Come on.
With the sickness. This is a war. This is a war.
I'd rather be red pill, get killed, than ignorant living and meet that still. Don't stand up for something, you falling for nothing. Don't wait till the world that we know fall ill.
I'd rather be red pilled. He's talking about all that stuff than standing for something. He's talking about if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. He threw that line in there, and he's saying I would rather be standing for something. I'd rather go out like that than to just know like I'm not making a stand, making a statement. I'm just taking what's being handed to me. Come on now, freedom. Come on, freedom is not selfish. It is not. America used to embrace that idea.
This is the revelation of our generation, losing civilization. I'm the Terminator, just to liberate us with our dedication. For the Terminator, fuck your medication. The administration can alienate us or exterminate us. I'll just keep on praying for your salvation. You are outdated. Society becoming outrageous. Keep your house painted for the firstborn. The angel of death in its worst form. We be in.
Ooh. Keep your house painted for your firstborn. The angel of death. Okay, so he's throwing some lines in there too, shouting back to Egypt with Moses and all that. Okay.
Fuck your medication, the administration can alienate us or exterminate us. I'll just keep on praying for your salvation. You are outdated. Society becoming outrageous. Keep your house painted for the firstborn. The angel of death in its worst form. We being scorned. Look out for their horns. Remember, this isn't their first war. They coming prepared.
We're being scorned. Look out for their horns. Remember, this isn't their first war. Okay. I like how he's twisting, because Rez is talking. I mean, he's talking all those things. We talk about him on the channel all the time. He's talking all those things about let's not give up our freedom. You know what? Respect what people want to do. If it's different than what you want to do, that's fine. But let's not give up our freedom. Let's not give up our autonomy in the process. You know, I don't want to see the government get bigger. I want to see our rights and our freedoms get bigger and stay bigger. Not give up more than what we have, more of what we have left. And that's what he's really going into. I mean, he's saying it clever. He's saying it in a nice way. The song comes out smooth. I mean, I really appreciate this track right here.
Yeah, so just be aware, they do not want to hear none of your prayers. This is a war, they ain't playing fair. They feed off your fear, they wanting you scared. Death and despair, it's all in the air. Just be aware, you think I care? The more that you know, the more that it's clear. This is a war, it's already here.
This is a war on religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness.
What was that sign right there? Because I feel like that. Let's see. We do not discriminate against any customer based on sex, gender, race, creed, age. All customers who wish to patronize are welcome in our establishment. Hey, man, that's the way everything should be, though, for real.
This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war on tradition. This is a war on religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness.
I do like that too, because a lot of people want to argue against the stance they're taking in this song by saying you're arguing against science, but it's not arguing against science. Science is asking questions. I just want to ask questions. I want to know more. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, if you're comfortable, I'm not even saying like it's going to come out that you're wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, I want to see, you know, case in point for me personally, when I look at the situation with the vaccines and everything. As somebody who's had COVID, I have acquired antibodies. In any other situation, that's sufficient to not get a vaccine, you know, or you know, to say that my body should be trained to fight it off at this point. And so my question is, why do you want to force people who have gotten COVID, who have already had COVID? Why is it so important for them to get the vaccine as well? Why are we spreading, why are we pretending that you don't acquire immunity through contact with virus and illness? It's food for thought.
This is a war on the children. They give you the go with the sickness. This is a war. This is a war. Home of the slave, till the crickets make a sound. Where's the boat?
Ooh, hang on. Home of the slave, what? So the crickets make a sound?
Slave, till the crickets make a sound.
Till we're quiet, okay.
Where's the bold and the brave?
Where's the bold and the brave, baby?
We all have to stand our ground. Home of the slave, till the crickets make a sound. Where's the bold and the brave? We all have to stand our ground. This is a war on the
Hey, and Jimmy's right in that piece, though. We do have to stand our ground. It's our time, man, to remember the government works for us. We are in the greatest nation on earth. Why are we trying to give that away? Why are we constantly trying to find new ways to give that away?
We all have to stand our ground. This is a war on religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war on tradition. This is a war on religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war. This is a war.
Tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. And I think that sums it up. I mean, that last piece right there, you know, what are we talking about? We're talking about when government starts overstepping its boundaries, it is our responsibility to stand up and to stand against that stance. And you know, you can make a strong argument to say in America today, our government is trying to step past its bounds, step past what is reasonably within its authority. And you know what? When is the point where we're going to say enough is enough, and we're going to stand up and say, you're not going to take this last little shred of freedom away from me? I know that there are some people who disagree with this. I know that there's some people on both sides. Y'all know that I'm always down to have the conversation. So I mean, don't feel you know, threatened or in any way that you're not welcome to leave your viewpoint in the comments. Not ever welcome to have, you know, the discussion with me, because I love hearing, you know, alternatives. And you know, unlike a lot of people who actually will say that, I actually do want to hear opposing points of view, because you know, you don't learn, you don't solidify your position, whatever the case may be, if you don't have those conversations. But just understand, you know, if we're going to have a conversation, because I've had it with several people who want to make the assumption that because I disagree with them, I'm wrong, or there's some piece of the puzzle that I'm not seeing, so on and so forth. And just understand, I'm not discussing these things ever from a perspective of saying, if you want to get a vaccine, you shouldn't be able to. I hope you do, if that's what makes you feel comfortable, but it does not. I see no way that it benefits me personally. And so that's where the discussion really for me comes around and says, okay, if I have acquired immunity through contact with the virus, where is the vaccine adding benefit to my situation? Why is there such a push to say that having had the virus, having those natural antibodies, is inferior in some way? I think that's where a lot of people are at. I think that's the conversation that people are trying to have. And what I don't understand is why there are so few people who are willing to have that conversation from the other side. But either way, this song, fantastic. Clearly it's doing well, and so it is speaking to a lot of people. I'm glad to see that it's a message that's resonating, because I think there are a lot of people, even on both sides, I think there are a lot of people who resonate with a message like this, to say that freedom should be the choice. Even people who have had their vaccine saying it is a choice whether you get it or whether you don't. You know, we should be so far past this point of people saying that you're responsible for someone dying, so on and so forth, because you've chosen not to get it. I mean, unfortunately, we're not past that right now, and I think that's a conversation we should all be seeing in our lives that just isn't happening. But y'all let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this one. Hope y'all are staying safe, taking care. Like, share, and subscribe to the video if you haven't done so already. And I'm gonna catch you guys next time. I'm DJ AlphaTyler.
It's right, cause the managers won't take their balls. Grab your balls, you a grown-ass man. Whining and crying like it's a party you're playing, can understand. Yeah, you reppin' that you go hard, rapping with no bars. Reckon you a joke, only ripping off the real stars. I got the diabolic rhyme, and you know we're gonna have one hell of a time. Stick a sip of the shine, common sense in your mind. Been on the sideline watching, aging like a fine wine inferno in your mind, like Dante in the 9-9.